Hi there, everyone. The first member of the Baja Blast gang is here. Josh Rugger, Dan Scoff will be joining us in just a minute, and we've got a lot to talk about in this video update. First of all, that cold front's beginning to move through northwest Arkansas as we speak right now. The much advertised cool down after we saw some brutally hot temperatures over the last few days, and I know looking at some of the live shots that some of our reporters had to go through and talking to Dan as well. It's been very, very steamy out there. So let's go ahead and look here at Mega Doppler first, because you can really see where that front is beginning to push through right now. You notice that little green line with a little bit of yellow showing up there. That's where the front is right now, and it's beginning to move through northern Benton County. We've already got some comments here that are saying that it feels good outside. Val, I see your comment there. Where are you located right now? Because that's probably going to be determining if the cold front's already passed through your area or not. But it's beginning to push through right now, and behind it, we are going to see absolutely perfect temperatures tomorrow for the first day of fall, just in time for the first day of fall here in northwest Arkansas. So that's where the front is right now. And Dan and I were talking about this. That's not rain that's showing up on the radar. That's likely some bugs and some dirt that's getting picked up by the front. And here comes the second member of the Baja Blast gang.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
The Baja Blast. That sounds pretty good right
Yeah.
now. So, especially since my face almost melted today.
Yeah.
That's what it felt
Yeah.
like. I mean, it was like, yeah, we were hot in June and July, yes, but it's not supposed to be that hot in September.
No.
But it has been. Will this bring snow? No, Ryan, come on.
Good
man.
question.
You know that. He knows it's not going to
okay.
bring snow.
Look, he's my storm chasing
Yeah,
partner right
yeah,
there. That's the kind of questions he asks.
I like it. Yeah, just to kind of poke the bear, if
Yes.
you will, a little bit.
Not the Chicago Bears though, because they'll just fall down and die.
Yeah, and just cry.
And cry.
Sorry, Bears fans. Gravit is feeling like fall. Let's go. Let's
That
take a
lines
look
up
at
with
it.
the
We're gonna
radar.
applaud that. We're gonna
Yeah.
applaud that front. Camera locked on.
Hey, that might be a good sign though, because every time it locks onto me, we get hot temperatures. So
You know, you might be
Yeah.
right on this.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna watch it. Oh, look at this.
O'Reilly.
75 and Gravit. Auto parts. 72 in Little Flock, 74 in Holiday Island, and that's not all that cool, right? Let's see if there's any other things that are a little cooler. 76 in Salem. Front hasn't made it there. Definitely hasn't made it in Fort Smith, and 79 in Grove. But those winds, they're starting to shift, and that wind shift is going to cause some cooler weather coming our way. Check this out, as you'll see. Yeah, Grove is a northerly wind.
Northerly wind.
And that was like, about an hour and a half ago. So we look at Mega Doppler. Right here, you can see the front coming through, William. And so it's that green line that's surging south. So you mentioned, Josh, you were talking about it looked like precipitation. In fact,
It's not.
let me load up that floater because that was pretty incredible. I got a radar loop. I was talking to the meteorologist that was out, a DTN meteorologist that was out at the LPGA tournament.
Yes.
And he was
Yes.
like, oh, you can see the front on the Wichita radar. And I was like, really? And then we brought it up and we're like, whoa, that is cool. So check this out. This is a look at live Doppler radar. You'll notice the time on there. But at the beginning of this, which, by the way, this loop is going very slow, literally very slow. And
There it is right there, though.
Slow.
A little line.
Whoa, that's really fast. That's too fast.
Yeah.
I wish that front would get in here that fast. Let's go to slow. There's a good happy medium. So we got the front coming in, and you can see when it initially moved through, this looks like a squall line. I mean, it really does, Josh.
It does.
Totally looks like a squall line.
But it's not.
Nope.
It's bugs and dirt and other things.
Insects.
Yep.
They're getting kicked up.
Yep.
I always say bugs, and then you got entomologists that are like, no, it's insects.
Specific
They're
bugs.
bugs.
Yes.
That bug me. Yeah.
Yes. But those are all getting picked up from the front, from
Yep.
those northerly winds pushing to the southeast.
You got it. And here's the position of that front as it continues to drop south. And we're going to talk about the tropics because there is quite a bit going on in the tropics. But there's that. Oh, yeah, that's about the front right about there. So actually, we don't even need this. Whoop, get out of there.
Get out of there, trash.
Yeah, get out of there. You're gone. So yeah, really honestly,
It's just really just a big cold front.
Yeah, just take that off there too. That's pretty much the position of the front, starting to slice through northern Benton County, maybe a little bit farther south. Now, we're seeing some angry faces.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard. Why not the love? You're showing some angry faces. Maybe you accidentally hit. Oh, we have 8.
Now we got a
Actually,
laughing,
no. Yeah,
laughing face.
Laughing face.
Yes,
We
okay.
got one that's angry. If you're angry because it was record heat today, I get that. I was angry too.
Yeah. And
I was hangry.
Yeah, exactly. Because your face was red on TV and everything.
Oh
but
my goodness.
It wasn't because of the heat. It's because we were mad about the heat.
Yeah, mad about the heat. Look at
Yes.
this, 96 and fit. Well, it's because I was out in the sun all day too.
Yeah,
That didn't help.
That too.
I did put on sunscreen, but apparently still not enough. 98, 50, 1955, 102. Look at that, and 96. And we broke those. Those are the records, the previous records. Remember how we were saying all along that if there's any day that's going to break records, it is going to be today.
And for the entire area too, because Fort Smith did break a record yesterday as well. But we were calling Northwest Arkansas for a while about that one last week, about Wednesday, because we saw that record high of 94, and I was like, that one may be tumbling down.
How about this? Aaron says, finally, we'll maybe make it through officiating a football game tomorrow without losing a few gallons of sweat. Oh, man, I can imagine being a ref running around. Ryan, let's build a snowman.
Frozen reference right there.
Yeah. You want to build a snowman? Feels good outside in Fayetteville. Really? Not to go outside. I didn't think the front pushed through here yet.
I don't think so.
You'll notice a difference. I've been hurting. Storms are coming. No, but there's a pressure rise, and the pressure rise behind the front is what causes some of the pain.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you feel it in your bones,
you feel it in the bones, the fronts come through.
That's what it refers to.
It's due to big drops in pressure or rises in pressure. So just dramatic pressure differences.
Huh.
Roby, I have been too. Yeah. So it is a system. And if we go back to the satellite radar, we'll show you it is a system, but it's actually still north of us. By the way, so I was at the LPGA Champions Party last night, and people said they'll just sit back and grab some popcorn and watch these Facebook Lives. And I have no idea because a lot of people watch and they don't comment, or they watch the replay and they do comment later. We appreciate each and every one of you, man.
Look, it's highly entertaining anytime dance golf's involved.
I only like doing it when I can tag team with Josh.
It's at the Baja Blast Gang, man. That's the new name for us.
You better stop that, because I'm gonna have to get a Baja Blast tonight.
I get them like once every other night.
Do you really?
Yes. There's actually.
I can see that. I can see you having all that energy. Now, let me say this: like, I saw the line at Taco Bell tonight on my way back home. It was crazy long.
Ooh.
I mean, it was like maybe 15 cars deep.
Mexican pizzas are back permanently too.
What is that? What it is?
Mexican. There's now a meal. Like, you can get a meal deal now, a combo meal.
Yeah.
Mexican pizza, 2 crunchy tacos, and a large drink for like $9. So.
This Facebook Live not sponsored by Taco Bell.
Exactly.
All right, so check this out here. We're going to show you this. This is the temperature change across the area, and look to the north. 27 degrees below zero. No, it's actually just that's the temperature change from 24 hours ago.
Yes.
So clearly there's a big temperature drop that's coming.
Yes.
And it's going to feel really nice. Now, we had some questions on here, and then we're going to talk about the tropics and how things are heating up in the tropics. So we can just blame the heat on Darby. And I can say that too, because I went golfing with him on Monday.
Exactly.
So blame the heat on him. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Sister lives in, now we're getting serious.
Okay,
Sister lives in Gulf Shores. I told her to keep up with the latest, and rightfully so, because there is a tropical system that's coming in.
And the spaghetti models are a little concerning.
We're going to show that.
Yeah.
But before we do, I just want to catch up on these. Why do the cooler temps only last one day? It looks hot again on Friday. So it won't be hot on Friday. It'll be warmer.
Yeah.
But a little bit above where we should be. But here's the deal, Lindsay. In the morning on Friday, it won't be warming up all that much. It'll be gorgeous.
Light jacket weather almost.
Oh, yeah. So check this out. We'll show you the 2-day forecast temperature timeline. And there you go.
Skadoosh.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, hot
Goodbye,
weather.
90s, 100s, 75, and then 56 for Friday morning. Honestly, I think Drake Field will probably get down to like 53 or something.
It probably
like that.
will. Yes.
But then mid 80s, that's not terrible. And
lower
that's a
dew
lower
points.
humidity
Yes.
too. Yep. That's the
biggest
key.
thing. Yes.
That's the key.
Yep.
So lower humidity, lower dew points.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what I haven't looked. Have you looked at the CPC? Let's check out the CPC.
I have looked at the CPC, and it's still kind of in between.
Yeah, they're always a little slow. Yeah, they're a little slow.
I don't agree with that.
Don't agree.
Based on the latest model trends, it continues to go down, though.
Yep.
Every time we update the Euro, even the GFS is starting to become more agreement that we'll have a cooler pattern. So I'm calling it right now, and I'll call it this time. No more 100-degree weather the rest of the year. I feel confident in saying that. I feel confident in saying that.
I'll have to agree with you.
Yeah,
I'll have to agree with you.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling my shot.
If you're wrong, guess what happens?
I'm gonna get called out.
Now check this out, Vance Brock, good friend of mine.
Ooh,
chapstick. Talking about the chapstick story. Did you know KNWA's got chapstick? And we're gonna have some that we're handing out at the preparedness fair on Saturday. So that's gonna be
just
fun.
for you, Vance.
Yep.
Yes.
Just for you, Vance, and also Karen and Brian. Too.
Yes.
They'll do the chapstick. Okay. I'm from Denver. It's cooler there right now. Yes, it is.
Believe it.
It sure is.
By the way, there's one other comment I saw right here.
Okay.
From TJ. Any predictions for the Razorback game? I've got 31-27 Hogs. Now I've already got my prediction, and you're going to be shocked by this. So
you just think they're going to destroy them. Hogs by 90.
Arkansas 20, Texas A&M 3. We're about to put on a defensive showcase.
3.
Yes.
Huh?
Slusher's coming back. He's going to pick Max Johnson off twice, and one of them will be in the red zone.
Wow, that is very detailed.
Hey, man, I'm telling you.
So I don't know about that because it's a rivalry game, and Texas A&M always plays better than what they did the previous games.
True. Except for last year.
Well, yeah, last year annihilated.
I just think it's a good matchup for us. The style of ball that we play it's just a good matchup.
That's awesome. We can't play like we did against Missouri State.
I know, but we got the game out of our system.
Yeah, we did.
Every team has a bad game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close.
It will be close. I think
closer than the experts think, as Lee Corso.
Yes,
which he is the expert according to what. Yeah,
if we do a Lee Corso, you should have said, "Not so fast, my friend."
Yeah, not so fast. Hey, you're going down there.
Yes.
Are you going to go to SEC Nation?
I will not be able to because I have to work the Friday shows. So I'm going to leave Saturday morning at like 6 a.m. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
but I'm sure Tim Tebow is going to pick A&M by 20 to 30 points.
Yeah, of course he will.
I just gave away the spoilers.
Does Laura Rutledge predict the winners?
She typically doesn't, but she lets her
lets her
girl.
daughter. Lets her daughter do it. That's right, Reese.
And she loves picking Arkansas, so I'm sure she will as well for this one.
Hey, she did pick. I saw the replay. She picked Auburn over Penn State.
That's tough.
She's not 3-0 anymore. She was 2-1.
Tough scene, right?
All right, so there's the cooler weather. Look at that, 41 in Rugby. Which, by the way, if you're going to name a town and you want it to be tough, it's Rugby. And even though that's not even close to the capital of North Dakota, I just still think Rugby is such a good name.
Intense. You got to be intense.
You got to put Rugby 41 on there. Ready for cold weather. Me too, Gary. I like that score. Val says, yeah.
Thanks, Val. Uh-oh,
you know
Aaron,
how this works.
Aaron's right. Yeah, that's true. And you know that too by looking at my tweets.
Yep.
Every time I say something, the opposite happens.
All right. About this, Ruggs. Seriously.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
You can't make a game prediction on the first quarter, okay? You can't immediately say what's going to happen. So he said OU was in big trouble after one offensive series.
Nebraska looked pretty good on that
That was
series.
it. That was one series. I said, go see 2000 when we played Nebraska. I was at that game. OU Nebraska. It was at Owen Field, and literally they went up before we knew it, 14-0.
Just like that.
Just like that. I mean, it wasn't even like 4 minutes within the first quarter, and I was like, "Oh, great, this is not good." And then all of a sudden, bam! It was like
massacre.
We just Ryan. I'm gonna block him.
Yeah, he's an OSU fan.
4 Big 12 games this year.
He's an OSU fan. Cut him a little bit of slack.
Blocked. Just kidding.
Well, and there's a phenomenon here though. There really is, because remember another time where I said that the Alabama dynasty is over after Texas kicked that field goal to go up against them 20-7, 20-18.
I know. Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Premature tweets.
Yeah. And then I also texted you during the South Carolina game and said, we're going to kill this team. And we were up 21-3. And then it became 21-16 just like that. I'm like, oh, we got a game now.
Yeah. Don't
okay.
premature tweet.
A&M wins 20-3. I'm changing my prediction.
What?
Opposites, man. Opposites.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play that route. I was like, what? Wait, what? Opposite. Just don't tweet after the first quarter. That's what you need to
or
do.
text or talk about it.
You're going to jinx it. All right. So let's get serious here. Serious because this is causing some issues. It's Major Hurricane Fiona. It is a Category 4 hurricane. She's a beast. She's a meanie. She's green, just like in the cartoon. And honestly, this is going to miss Bermuda, in my opinion. Miss it in terms of the eye wall, not miss it in terms of storm surge. Not the grand storm surge, but we'll still have pretty good rip currents and beach erosion and stuff like that.
Low wind hurricane impacts.
Yeah.
Category 1 impacts, I would say.
So let's show you here. I'm going to go to we're going to go to the tropical current conditions, and we'll see what the very latest is with Fiona. So there is the very latest with Fiona. It's Category 4, 130 mile an hour winds, and a big couple of guys blocking the information there. So there it is, Fiona with 160 mile an hour gusts. Now you'll see on the track here that this is moving northeast pretty quick. And there it is, the cone of uncertainty now, a little west of Bermuda, which, by the way, Bermuda is so beautiful. If you've never been there, I highly recommend it. It's not beautiful during a hurricane because it's so low. I mean, it's crazy. It would be like driving on the shoreline the entire island.
Oh, my goodness.
It's very low.
Wow. So flooding concerns.
Oh,
big deal, man.
Big time.
Oh,
big
man.
time. But, man, is it pretty. So back to this. Then this thing races off to the north. I mean, it looks like Rugger running a 5K. Look at this thing from a level 3, a cat 3, no, level 3, Category 3, and then moves ashore.
Becomes an extra tropical system.
Look at that, though. Still 75
miles.
So it is going to become extra tropical. And the interesting thing, maybe you're going to elaborate more. There's a large trough of low pressure that's coming in. It kind of reminds me of the perfect storm. Hurricane Grace, the big trough of low pressure that came in, and then it started cranking up the winds with that.
It just enhances it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we saw with the Alaskan storm as well. That happened. That was a former typhoon that also got a little bit enhanced by a trough. And that one was huge. That was a massive storm.
So that one, Fiona, yes, it brings rip currents on the East Coast. Yes, it brings beach erosion. Yes, it's going to be more of a fish storm, as we call it. So that it's bad, but it's not quite as menacing as what we potentially could happen.
I know we were talking Newfoundland Express. What about the Greenland Express?
Well, that works too. Yeah, I know, exactly.
That's going straight up towards Greenland.
It looks like it pretty fast, too.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's show you this real quick.
Now, this one, the next thing that we're going to show is a lot more concerning for.
And it's going to be right in this area. Watch this.
Yep.
Bam, we're spotlighting it. See?
Yeah.
It's going to be right there.
And this is spooking me a little bit.
So it doesn't look like much, right? Doesn't look like much. But watch what happens. There it is. 70% over the next 2 days, 90% of development in the next 5 days. Now, I'm actually going to move this along, and let's see if we can get, it's not going to drop off. Oh, well, you get the idea. It's going west. Now, check this out as we look at the spaghetti models. So this is called Invest 98L, but it's about to be called Hermine. Not Hermione.
Not Hermione.
No, we had Fiona, we have Gaston, we have Hermione. And so there's a look at that system moving west. Now watch what happens over time. Oh, if it gets into that Yucatan channel.
It's tapping into some really warm waters.
Yeah.
and probably the warmest that you
Mexico.
can get.
Oh, you know what? We can check. We can actually check that. I've got that, but that's going into the Gulf most likely,
And it's taking the least optimal route that we don't like to see.
except for the GFS-esque tracks right here. These things, I should just delete them.
Those are bad.
They're not even worth
Yeah.
it. Not even worth it. What would
Rough.
those be? Those would be like the Texas A&M of models.
Yeah, exactly. They think they're the best,
The Aggie
but,
models.
but they're not actually the best.
And they got to do the leg kick every time. They're what was that all about?
Fight Texas Aggie. Whoop!
What was that all about? But no, it wasn't
Yeah.
even that. It wasn't during their yell. It was during he's walking on the sideline.
Oh, well, they're talking trash and,
he's,
stuff
and
like
he's
that.
talking trash about
Yeah.
Appalachian State, which, by
Yeah.
the way, is Appalachians.
Yeah, he's exactly, yeah.
Appalachian
And then he wants to
State.
make fun and say that they only have like 3 brain cells.
And then they
Yeah.
freaking beat him.
Yeah.
That was
And you know who's
awesome.
Appalachian State on steroids? The Razorbacks.
Yeah.
Got the same style of offense, a gritty defense. I think we're gonna beat them.
If we do, and Alabama's coming to town,
College game day.
and then we've got Hermine that's gonna wreck things. No, I don't
May
know.
wreck things for Bama.
Now, see, that's look like that's Saturday. Oh, that's not even close to us on Saturday. That's I don't know. That's I don't agree with those. Look at how they zigzag.
It's gonna speed up a little bit more.
Look at how the AVOs like zigzags and stuff like that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's gonna speed up.
That's trash. All right, so we had a couple other questions as we went off on a tangent. Do we have any rain? We got a little bit of rain coming on Sunday. This isn't anything to write home about by any means. So we'll show you that as well. All right, let's see what else. We don't have too many comments. So that's good. I'm not showing that one.
Yeah, little
Brian. Nope.
orange juice.
Yeah. Are we making?
We're making orange
juice?
OU versus
oranges?
OSU. Squeeze the orange.
Okay, how about this one? My wife works for Slim's Chickens on the Promenade, makes the sauces for the Razorback home game. Proud sponsor for the Razorbacks.
There we go.
All right.
Nice. Slim Chickens is delicious.
Very cool. Any rain in the forecast, Maria? That was the comment I was looking for
There it
because here
is.
you are. There it
Perfect
is.
lead-in.
Rain on Sunday. Isn't that it's a Keith Urban song. Baby, it's raining on Sunday, storming like crazy. We'll hide under the covers all afternoon. And no, we will not, because I have to work. Will we get rain from the hurricane? Maybe not necessarily. Going to Miami on the 30th, shall we drive or fly?
No reschedule yet, but how
Yeah.
about keep an eye?
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
I'm over here in Fort Myers, not liking the Euro on Hermine. Yeah. Fort Myers.
Trouble. So, it's trouble for somewhere.
I smell.
I know that.
I spelled Trouble. We could do all sorts of country songs to this Facebook Live.
Is it time to bring back karaoke to
the Weather Lab?
Weather Lab?
I don't know about that.
I think it is.
Oh, good company for a storm shelter. All right. Can you sing some more? Well, maybe for the storm spotter meeting.
Yeah.
So that's about it. All right. Good company for a storm shelter. This is serious. First of all, though, there's the River Valley forecast. As you see, temperatures not as hot,
Can't be fall-like.
but not as cool. Yeah.
Yes. And also the dew points will be down significantly, probably in the 40s.
Yeah.
To be honest. After
So
that front
that'll
moves
be
through.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Good company for a storm shelter. I like NWA storm shelters. Talk to Frank Lee and tell him I sent you. So if you're asking, that's a good company. They do the underground shelters, the tough doors and all that stuff. So Fort Myers is under water. I mean, could be underwater. Doesn't take much for sure.
It's a rough.
Oh boy, Michelle's saying roll tide.
Oh.
Maybe
I
she's
don't
talking about the laundry detergent.
Yeah, or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it
exactly.
is.
Hey,
Roll
yeah.
tide.
I prefer Tide.
Tide-
Tide's
Tide's
the
pretty
best.
good,
Tide's goat.
You get fingernail pain in cold weather. Yeah, you do. You sure can when it's that cold. We're not talking that cold. How often do hurricanes, tropical storms hit Canada? That's a good question. Not very
Not
often.
very often. And most of the time when they're going to hit Canada, they're going to be extra tropical by the time they got
Extra
there.
tropical. So what does that mean? What do we mean by extra tropical? You were talking about that, but a lot of people are like, what does that mean? It just gets even stronger as a tropical system?
Well, it's basically a former tropical system that's lost enough tropical characteristics.
What is that characteristic? Do you know?
I don't know. Actually,
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So
That's an interesting question, though.
okay, so hurricanes and tropical systems have warm cores.
Mhm.
So if you look at the temperatures, they're very warm aloft. That's why there's not a huge amount of lightning, because you have moist adiabatic lapse rates because they're so saturated.
Mhm.
But when it goes to extra tropical, you actually have cooler temperatures aloft within the center of the storm. So hurricane is a warm core low, and extra tropical is when it turns colder aloft, which is why the farther north you get, typically it becomes extra tropical.
And that's why a lot of the times too they can start developing those stronger thunderstorms.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
the
especially the outer bands.
The outer bands,
Yeah.
yes, and that's where you can get a lot of tornadoes at times
Yep.
too.
And because the shear lines up.
Mhm.
But you can't get tornadoes on the western side of the eye with the outer bands. The shear doesn't line up that way. It's only on the east or northeastern side of the eye wall.
Eastern side of hurricanes,
Or not the eye
usually,
wall, but
yeah.
the eastern side.
Yeah.
Those bands are wild though. I remember in
Yeah.
Katrina, they look like distant thunderstorms, and it's just pouring down rain, but then it clears out. So it's almost like popcorn convection, only they have structure to them because of the shear. It's really wild. JT reminded me. I was going to show you the sea surface temperatures, and then I just blanked.
Yeah, and this is exactly why Invest 98L is very concerning, because it's just going to churn over the warmest waters possible.
Now, people watching maybe like Invest 98L, what in the world is that? And how do they come up with the names? Do you know about that?
Well, I know that if it has an E at the end, it's in the Pacific.
Okay.
And if it has an L at the end, it's in the Atlantic.
Yep.
So they use those letters in order to distinguish which disturbances are in what basin.
And then how do they do the counts?
I'm not sure about
They
the
just do
counts.
91 through 99, and then they go back.
I see.
So if they had to name every type of system, it would be really difficult. So they just kind of, it's an invest means investigation, kind of like an area to look at. All right, sea surface temperatures. What do we got? Whoa,
yeah.
That's some warm water.
Steamy.
Yeah, and there hasn't been any tropical activity, and yeah, so I mean, literally.
And look where it's going to go. It's going to go right through those warm waters.
Look at Miami. Oh my goodness.
Toasty.
Oh,
Key West.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the Florida Keys with this one.
I am as well.
If we go back to our tropical, I'll show you.
Do you want to show the tropical tidbits?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that.
Mhm.
Tropical tidbits is kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
It'll show you a lot. But we'll bring this up. And I think we lost our entire viewing audience. When I started singing, they were just like, I'm done.
No.
I'm out of here.
I
You know
think-
what? For those that are still watching, got to give a shout out to my LPGA Pro.
Yes.
And while we're doing this, while I'm showing you this, and you're enjoying this picture right here, this is our Pro-Am team. We played with the lady in the middle, Jennifer Kupcho, 4th in the world in the rankings. So she played really good. She didn't have a whole lot of help from us, honestly. And we still shot 14 under.
She was carrying the team.
Yeah,
Now,
we did make some putts, and she made some putts.
To be fair,
And she's amazing. She's awesome. I mean, she does it for a living, right?
Exactly. She's professional. To be fair, though, Dan, you were playing on one leg.
You say that.
Look, man, I'm
really
impressed.
is, yeah.
I am very impressed. It just shows the grit,
The tenacity.
The tenacity.
I'm keeping it up.
Yes.
All right, so there's the team. You don't want to see my swing in slow motion, but you do want to see hers. Because if you are a golfer, and by the way, we have Jeremy Stewart with Post Consumer Brands. If you love Post cereal, he's the man. And then you got me, yours truly, with the knee brace right there. I had to wear it. I know it looks like I'm asking for sympathy, which I am. Tom Carter, This guy just to the right of Jennifer Cupshow is the president of our company. Why we all have jobs.
Yes.
Next Star Broadcasting owns a lot of different stations across the country, and really, really nice
Very
guy.
nice,
I got to be
yes.
honest, I had a great time with him. And then the person to the right, Mike Vaughn, he used to work here in sales at our station, so I know him. I know his family well, and he was golfing, and he had some back issues, so he kind of almost looked like Tiger before he had that back surgery, where he was swinging. He was like, and then he was having trouble picking up the tee, and and then he had the knee issues. Yeah,
That's the worst.
he looked like Tiger when he wasn't well oiled. All right. So now, without further ado, I present to you one of the purest golf swings that you'll ever see. I mean, look at just the back, the take back, the left arm totally straight, transitioning the hip rotation, the finish,
Just
bending the
smooth.
wrists.
Keeping her weight even.
Now she doesn't go all the way parallel with her take back. Some ladies do, but I feel like while you might get some more power, I don't think she leads in driving distance, but I could be wrong. She led our group in driving distance, but that's a beautiful swing.
Weight transfer too, you can tell.
It just, you don't take the club back all the way, but there's so much room for error if you do that. And then look at the hand. Yeah, that's just nice. That was me.
Transfer.
That was me taking that video. All right, back to Tropical Tidbits. So we're gonna share a screen. Did I close it accidentally?
Nah, you had it up. It's right there, current storm information. There it is.
All right. We'll just do that then. So we'll do this.
Yeah.
Tropical Tidbits. All right. So Fiona, you already saw. We're going to go to Invest 98L. And by the way, there's a W too for the Western Pacific. All right.
Way out there.
Yeah, way out there. So let's check this out. This is not good.
That's not good.
That's the latest 18Z. 0Z runs aren't out yet, but it travels west-northwest. Then it curves to the northwest. And here's the deal. Western Cuba, that's not very mountainous at all.
No.
That's going to move across there with a not even batting an eyelash.
980.
Now, there is a lot of uncertainty. Look at that. This is the GEFS. So if we, you know what? I don't even think you can see that because it loads up. Hold on.
Wait.
I'm telling you. It doesn't.
You can't.
That's okay. I can make this happen. What we'll do is we'll take this and we'll just like that. And then we'll stop this screen.
Improvising.
Yep. Then we're going to share. And we're going to go to window. And we're going to go here. All right. Now you get to see it. Let's see. Yep. There it is. We'll make this full screen. So there is Invest 98L. There's the track of Invest 98L, and that's going to be moving west-northwest, and then it moves west of Cuba, and then in the Gulf, and kind of in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. So that's one model. And let's see if you can still see it. Yep. All right. We're in business. So let's go back down here. Let's look at the global and hurricane models. Once again, they all kind of have consensus and going in that Yucatan channel and then going in between Cuba and Mexico. One of them has it going through Cancun. I don't know if I buy that one. Yeah. Nope. All right. So we got that. And then we'll do this one last one.
This one was a little weird.
It's GFS ensembles.
Not that not that one. The one under that one.
Yeah,
that one had something going on there.
Sometimes that could happen though.
Yeah.
What it was is a blocking ridge. So it comes through, slams on the brakes, backs up, goes back to the west. Either way though, they're all still showing Western Cuba as kind of a potential motion. And then here's the intensity forecast. Now, take these intensity forecasts with an
Grain of
absolute
salt.
grain of salt because they're not good.
Just as a
honestly.
reference point, it had Fiona staying as a tropical storm.
It's
Yeah,
category 4.
That's category 4.
All right, guys. That covers everything, man. We went through the whole kit and caboodle, if you will. I always like that phrase.
That's a good phrase right there.
So we'll give you 3 minutes.
Went to
Shayla, no, that's gonna take a long time to figure out how many records we broke. Whether it would be record highs, record lows, low mins,
it's been extreme this year, man.
high max,
It's
low
been
max. Yeah, it's good. I won't know.
a year of extremes.
Thinking about a trip, Keys trip, maybe next month. Well, next month I don't think you'll be dealing with Hermine, but otherwise you can drive to Fort Myers and take the boat to the Keys. It's a cool way to get there, man. That'd be awesome.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
if you like
There's
boating.
there's also another national park called Dry Tortugas, and that one you have to take a boat to get to as well. You know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Beautiful.
Have you been there?
I've seen it.
Wow, that's on my bucket list.
I've
National
seen it.
parks.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yep.
And it's like a fort there, right? There's a little fort.
Yeah, they have zip lining and they have all sorts of cool stuff. So yeah,
How
it's
about
pretty
that?
neat. A lot of alligators.
How many national parks have you been to?
Just kidding. Man, I don't know. I've been to Yosemite. Yosemite was really cool.
Wow.
Been to the Four Corners National Park, where
Oh,
you see
cool.
the Four Corners
Yeah.
of the United States.
Have you been to Yellowstone yet?
I've been to Santa Fe. That was a national park.
Uh-huh.
No, what was it called? The Mayan, not the Mayan, the runes, the Pueblo Indians. Where was that? You know what I'm talking
Probably
about?
somewhere in Arizona or New Mexico.
No, it wasn't. It was in Colorado.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it the dunes? The Great Dunes?
No, it was a
Sand Dunes National Park. I'm trying to think of Rocky Mountain
I can't
National
remember.
Park.
No. What is
Look up
that?
a map
What is
of
that
national
called?
parks.
Aztec or something? Let me see here. They built Sorry, we're going off on a tangent, but I gotta look at this. It was close to Durango. As soon as I see it, I'll know it. That's right here. That's not Colorado. This is Colorado.
There it is.
Pagosa Springs, Durango. Okay, and then what was the name of the Silver Mountain, Helmet Peak? It was my goodness, Pueblo. I don't know.
Searching here.
Colorado. Let's see here if I can find it.
Well,
Cliff Palace. That's it.
Cliff Palace.
Yep. Puebloans. Yeah, Cliff Palace. That's it.
Nice.
Cliff Palace. Mesa Verde National Park.
There you
That's
go.
what it was. Mesa Verde National Park.
Now that looks pretty stunning.
It was pretty cool, man. Yeah. Mesa Verde. Yep. That's exactly where we went. Sorry. I just remembered.
I'll tell you 2 national parks real quick that you want to go to from a meteorological perspective that were really fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Death Valley.
Yep.
I
Been
did
there.
not know how much that impacted weather.
Been there.
And then Badlands National Park.
Never been to Badlands.
Absolutely incredible.
Now is that in where's that?
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Uh-huh.
I have been there because I storm chased in
Yeah.
Nebraska and then went to South
Because
Dakota.
I went by there just because I was on a storm
Mesa
chasing
Verde.
there. There
Yep,
you go.
Mesa Verde, Dan.
Yeah.
You knew it.
That boy Ryan.
You knew it. I didn't. I couldn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for 8-ball weather. We need rain. Yeah, no kidding.
Me and 8-ball don't sit so well right now.
Well, that about does it for us. But we got the front coming in. Enjoy it. It's going to be cooler tomorrow, and we're going to have great weather. So I need to get home. It's been a long day. I've almost been up 24 hours.
Gotta get in that Taco Bell line, man.
Totally going to do that. I got to take out the trash, too. I got to take out the GFS. Got to take out the trash.
Take out that trash, garbage.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. What's left of it? Just a few hours, I guess.
And if we don't see you guys again, go Hogs. Beat A&M.
We'll see you again.
We'll see.
But go Hogs anyways. Later.